This is Josiah Plays the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. Alright, we have just reached a bench and saved our game. We're fully rested, our skill and luck are maxed out. We've got 9 provisions left, we are doing really well, and we have 2 more resurrection stones, and a whole bunch of other goodies. So hopefully, this time, we're gonna succeed. And we've just arrived in a new room. What does it say? It says, stepping into a tall, pillared room. You are stunned by its centerpiece. In the middle of the room stands a large, intricate glass globe. Inside the globe appears to be a complex maze, constantly twisting and rotating. As you look closer, there seem to be tiny figures inside the maze. That is one of the most beautiful things I have ever laid my eyes on. The maze seems to get larger before your eyes, and an intense light suddenly begins to shine. Before you know what is happening, the dazzling light has completely overwhelmed you. Blinded by the light. Alright, so here we go. You feel dizzy and collapse to the floor. Here we go again. Falling unconscious. The bright light that surrounds you fades, and you appear in a square-shaped room paved with strange purple flagstones. You feel lightheaded and highly disorientated. Strange crystalline structures surround you, and you have a distinct feeling that you are now somehow within the strange globe you encountered, as many of the features around you match those that you saw. Shaking off your disorientation, you decide to take a look around. Let's examine the room. There is an archway on your left, and beyond it, you can see some steps leading upwards. There is also a crystal plinth situated next to the archway that looks interesting. The only other exit from the room seems to be a large archway facing you. So we've got stairs, archway, or plinth. Let's check out the plinth first, see what that's all about. The small crystal plinth is about the size of a dwarf, and it sparkles with an ethereal quality. It looks as though the plinth holds 3 crystal rods inserted into circular slots. One of these slots already has a rod sitting proud from it. Let's try to take the rod and see what happens. The rod is icy cold to touch, and your hands slide across its surface. There is no way you can get a grip to apply your strength. Maybe you need to find the other 2 rods? Alright, so we're looking for 2 rods now, apparently. Archway or stairs? Archway or stairs? Archway or stairs? I'm gonna try archway. Ooh, look at this. The maze looks cool with the crystals and stuff. And we bounced into the next room. You come to a crossroads with paths leading off in all directions. You are surrounded on all sides by the strange crystalline shapes that appear dotted around this strange place. In the center of the crossroads, hanging from a rope, is a small cage. There is a goblin sitting in the cage, with its legs dangling through the bars. Strangely, it looks though the rope is not being held up by anything, and disappears into the darkness above. You also notice a metal box on the ground directly below the cage. Let's try talking to the goblin. You look up towards the cage. The goblin begins humming some kind of tune. The creature either can't hold a note, or this is the worst tune you have ever heard. How did you get up there?
It's my shift to sit in the cage and hold this crystal thingy. Ain't much fun, I can tell ya. Sat here hour after hour waiting for the next sucker to venture into Master's maze.
Pausing for a moment, the goblin is clearly thinking hard.
I thinks the others keep making it my shift, you know. They're jealous because I'm smarter than they is.
I don't think he's all that smart. This only raises more questions, but you hold your tongue. The goblin starts to swing its legs back and forth, which makes the cage start to rock forwards and backwards. Let's examine the box. You bend down on one knee and examine the box. It is fixed into the purple pavings on the floor and has a carved hole in it, with a small notch carved in the top of it. It looks as though something could be slotted into it. Perhaps this will help lower the cage above?
If you don't have the thing you need, have a bit of a wander.
The goblin shouts down from above. I guess we'll leave by one of the exits. Oh wow, I can go all directions. Well, I think we're gonna try... south. I don't know why, I just feel like south. You step into a room with only one exit. In the center of the room is a statue of Sindla, the goddess of luck and fate, much like the one found in the town square in Anvil. Let's examine the statue. The statue has been roughly hewn out of a very large piece of rock and dominates this room. You walk around it to see if there are any secret compartments. You've spent enough time in Firetop Mountain now to know that all is not what it seems. As your hand brushes over the large dice in Sindla's hand, a disembodied voice booms out the following. You have awoken me, adventurer, for I am a genie. I have been cursed to reside inside this accursed statue, the ghastly sister of Titan. Please release me from Chila. You may know her as Gred or Sindla. Geez, I don't know. This seems a little bit dodgy. Let's find out a little bit more about this magical creature. You ask the genie why they've been trapped within the statue. I was caught sneaking into the celestial court. I just wanted to see. It was my master, Logan the Trickster, who thought it would be highly amusing to serve out my days trapped within this cold, heartless statue. Unless you can release me, I will be stuck here forever. What the hell? Let's go ahead and release the genie. Why not? Let's see what happens. The genie is ecstatic at your choice. This is wonderful news. Good, good. It is quite simple. I grant you a wish, and I am released. You must choose a wish, but choose wisely, adventurer, or your fate may be bound in ways that you cannot foresee. You always gotta be careful when making wishes with genies, because there can be unintended consequences. The genie continues. You may wish for the following. Immense power, giant strength, unlimited wealth, valuable companionship, surprising luck, or useful advice. Oh man, it's tough. It's tough to decide what to wish for. I feel like wishing for immense power, giant strength, or unlimited wealth are a bad idea. Surprising luck is a bad idea as well. I think the only two that seem like they'd be safe and useful would be valuable companionship or useful advice. I feel like I should do one of those two. And I'm thinking useful advice is probably the best bet in this case, because we don't know what we're going to get with valuable companionship. It's a tough call, though. It's a tough call. They're all tempting. I could just go like this and close my eyes and wait and see what I ended up on surprising luck. I don't think I want that one. So, I think I'm just going to go with useful advice and see what we get. Useful advice. Your wish is my command. You wish for advice, but how much I can give you depends on how adventurous you have been so far. My first piece of advice. It's best to keep an eye on Zagor. That's okay. My next piece of advice. Don't let Zagor get cheesed off at you. Alright, I'll try to keep that in mind. Surprising luck sounds like surprisingly bad luck. Yeah, surprising luck sounds like, yeah, I don't want to be surprised by some luck. That's like drinking Cola O. Like, oh, what the fuck is this? You know, that's surprising luck. That soda had a surprising taste. Alright, so... And that's actually all I have for you. Alas, I am released. Wait. Alas, I am unreleased and cursed to remain here. But you can now continue, bold adventurer, with your newfound knowledge. Wait, why isn't he released? He gave me what I asked for. Kind of. You decide to leave this room as soon as possible. The average genie is not known for being this kind, and you do not want to outstay your welcome. Exits lead north and east. So I can go north and east. North is the way I came, east is a new way. Let's go east. Uh-oh, we got a scary thing in here. Following the passageway, you open a door leading into a square room. Your eyes are immediately drawn to a large bowl filled to the brim with gold pieces. You spot a large clay vase. Let's examine the room. Exploring the room, you sift through the broken pottery and other debris. Suddenly, you hear a heavy snorting sound behind you and quickly turn around. A muscular beast emerges from the shadows. From the neck down, it is man-like, with powerful muscles flexing and heaving as its broad chest takes deep breaths. Easily as tall as yourself, this creature has the head of a rampaging bull. Oh no, it looks like we might have run into the Minotaur. That's the thing that that other character had the quest to defeat. Oh shit. He looks serious. He looks fucking serious. Damn, that Minotaur looks scary. Alright, I guess we gotta grab the bull by the horns here. The Minotaur's huge red eyes glare furiously. With a bellow, it lowers two sharp horns towards you and charges. Fight the Minotaur. I'm scared. Oh, look how big it is, too. This thing's no joke. It's gonna attack. It's gonna charge straight ahead at me. It has 10 skill, higher skill than me, and 12 stamina. Oh, I'm about to get rizeked. Alright, let's move here. Yeah, I saw that coming. It's gonna do that shit again, isn't it? Poison strike. I gotta win this clash. Come on, roll high. A draw. Now it's gonna move. First blood has been drawn. I think I'm gonna move here. Now it's gonna come at me straight ahead. I think I'm gonna move here. Now it's gonna move. Now it's gonna attack me straight on, and I have to win a clash. Come on, clash win. Come on. Come on, roll high. Roll high. Roll high. I lost. I lost and took 3 damage. That's not great. I'm about to get hit in the face. And pushed. This time it's gonna move. But where is it gonna move? It's down to 6 stamina, but I'm down to 11. Which isn't great. It's gonna attack. I don't know where it's gonna attack. I'm gonna move again, just to be safe. Now it's gonna move up. It's gonna move up, Noxmoo. I think it's gonna come this way. I got you. Poison strike. Okay, now all I have to do is avoid it, and it's gonna die of poison. Alright, that wasn't bad, actually. I got 12 souls off that. I'm triumphant. I did lose some health. I lost 6 points. But I gained 12 souls and I defeated the Minotaur! Noxmu says, moving on up. Nice. With an almighty bellow, the Minotaur crashes to the ground. Its legs twitch, spasming reflexively. Then the beast lies still. Its head lands with a painful thump on your feet, and you hop back in pain. Wiping your weapon's blades, you return it to its sheath. Sorting through the broken pots, you find little of interest. The liquid looks, smells, and tastes like water. The coins in the pot are a fraud. Some genuine gold pieces lie on the surface of the pile. Underneath are merely painted pieces of pot. Got 8 gold pieces. As you tip the vase out, it slips and breaks. A crystal shard appears, hidden inside a false bottom in the bowl. You place it in your pack. +2 luck. Crystal shard, huh? Minotaur crystal. With nothing else of importance in the room, you decide to leave. Exits lead west and east. I guess we'll keep going east. I'm tempted to eat a ration right now. But I don't think I'm going to. A corridor stretches ahead. Keep going east. This corridor is a T-junction. Keep going east. Large columns with archways continue down this passage. Go north. The pathway enters a small room and continues at the far side through a large archway. Look at these hands. Oh no, I'm gonna get attacked by elemental hands. I've fought these things before. As you walk into the room, the ground beneath your feet begins to shake. From either side of you, 4 large, ghostly white hands loom out of the darkness. You are in danger of being trapped by ghostly hands. Let's try running toward the archway. As you run through the gap between the rapidly encroaching hands, you can feel their impending icy coldness. Just as it appears they are about to grab you, they stop. As you stand there in shock, they suddenly fade away into small wisps of white smoke. From somewhere in the distance, you hear a laugh, which echoes around you. Someone is enjoying your discomfort. Access now leads south and north. Well, we came from the south, so it's time to go north. Archways continue down this corridor. Let's keep going north. I'm just curious. I can scroll this around. I can scroll it around a little bit, but not all the way. Let's keep going north. Corridor is a T-junction. Let's keep going north. Large columns with archways continue down this passage. Now we'll go west. Large columns with archways continue down this passage. Now we'll go south. This corridor is a T-junction. Now we'll go west. This corridor is a T-junction. Now we'll go north. Large pillars border the corridor, and also block the corridor ahead. You begin to turn around and realize you have been cornered by 4 very large and vicious-looking giant rats. Before I do this fight, I'm going to eat a provision. You're cowering in fear of the lack of activity in these junctions? Yeah, right. Terrifying nothingness. Alright, I don't remember how giant rats attack. I think they're diagonal attackers, but I'm not sure. That one's gonna get me. Let's clash with it. Alright, that one looks like it's gonna move. Oh, everybody avoided my poison strike. Oh, I can't believe I just let it hit me like that. I thought it was moving. These rats are really outmaneuvering me. Damn, I just moved into its attack! Why? Oh, I'm not gonna get beaten by some fucking scrub-ass rats. Ah! I think it's gonna go there. I think it's gonna go there. Alright, one's down, one's down. Ah, got them both with Poison Strike. That's what I'm talking about right there. That actually will kill them both. All I have to do is wait. Oh, that one's still alive. Alright. He's gonna come right here now. No, he's not. Missed with Poison Strike. What is he doing? I'll wait for him. Alright. I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm gonna move up closer. Let's win the clash here. Alright, I won. I took way too much damage in that fight, though, considering it was just some rats. Down to 11 stamina again. With the rats defeated and no way to progress, the only option is to go back south. Alright, well that's unfortunate. We'll go south now. Archways continue down this corridor. We'll go south again. Large columns with archways continue down this passage. We'll go west. Corridor is a T-junction. Well, hold on. There's like one area over here that we didn't go to. I want to go back and go to this one little area that we... Go back north. Go back east. Go back east. Go back south. Go back south. Ah, the ghostly hands again. Alright, this is the same. Right here. Go north. This corridor feels quite claustrophobic. North again. You see a cluster of crystalline objects ahead and realize that you have hit a dead end. The only option is to go back south. Oh. So this is all a dead end over here. Alright. Back west. Bounce back west. Return back into the room where you defeated the Minotaur. Its body still lies amidst the broken pottery. With nothing else of importance in the room, you decide to leave. Go back west. You step back into the room where you previously met the genie. While the statue is still present, the genie appears to be either not here or not speaking. Go back north. Back to the goblin. You return back at the crossroads with paths leading off in all directions. The goblin is still sat in the cage, dangling its legs back and forth. It looks incredibly bored.
Back again, are you? Did you find that thing to get that contraption working to get me out of here?
No, I didn't. So now... I can... go north. Actually, let's go east. And then go north. The pathway enters a small room and continues at the far side through a large archway. Alright, we got ghostly hands again. Uh-oh, you run as fast as you can, but the ghostly hands are faster than you are. One of them grips your corporeal form, and your whole body feels icy cold as it begins to squeeze you. -5 stamina? Holy shit! Hold on, I need to eat a couple of these. You struggle to free yourself from the ghostly grip, but finally manage to shake the spiritual form from your body. The hands continue to press around you, and you realize that the only way forward is to fight. Fight the ghostly hands. This isn't good. Oh shit, this looks scary. These things look like they're gonna have reach, too. I'm not gonna like this. I am not gonna like this. I'm gonna move here. Alright, so maybe they only attack straight. Nope. It's attacking the diagonal. And it won the clash. Oh, I'm about to get fucking wrecked here. If they can attack both directions, I'm about to be massively screwed. Probably immune to poison. It is. Come on, win the clash. No, I rolled terrible! Oh, it grabbed me and pulled me. This isn't great. This is not great. Oh, I walked right into that. I gotta win this clash. Come on, roll good. No, I got rolled shitty. Fortunately, they have 4 points fewer skill than I do. Yeah, it's 2 normally but 1 diagonally, but either way, that screws me. Come on. I need to roll high. Alright, there's 1 left. I survived, but it was tough. Lost 8 stamina. Man, I'm gonna run out of provisions soon. Gained 24 souls, defeated the ghostly hands. The small room is now eerily silent. You decide the best course of action is to push onwards through this strange place. The best course of action is to eat a couple provisions. Alright, let's go north. Corridors of T-junction. Let's go north again. You see a cluster of crystalline objects ahead and realize that you have hit a dead end. The only option is to go back south. Now we'll go west. As you walk into this small room, you can hear crying. On the floor in front of you, you can see a large shape which looks like an ogre lying on its back. It is either sleeping or dead. Laying across the top of the ogre with their back to you is someone or something dressed in orcish armor. The sobbing and wailing appears to be coming from them. Let's examine them more closely. You carefully walk around the creatures. On closer inspection, you can see that this is definitely an orc of some description, and they are very upset. The ogre appears peaceful, and apart from blank open eyes and a swollen tongue hanging from its maw, you would assume that it was sleeping. The orc senses your presence, but is too mournful to care about you. Let's ask what the problem is. Why not? What the problem is. You ask what the problem is, and whether you can help. The figure turns around and you can see that this is a young orc, his eyes red and puffy, tears rolling down his cheeks.
She is gone. Completely dead. I told them orcs that she was not well enough to enter this stinking maze. They pushed her too far this time,
He says, through muffled sobs. You suddenly feel sorry, these wretched creatures. Obviously the ogre meant something to this orc. A gold donation. What the hell? Why not? Let's see what happens. Your sudden compassion compels you to throw a coin in the direction of the orc. He catches the shiny prize and chokes back a few tears.
That is very generous of you,
He mumbles.
For your kindness, I will give you some knowledge that I know.
He stands up, wiping away the tears.
I suppose you are here for the Master's treasure. I hear a key for that is found in the scary dead place. A nasty dead white creature stole it from us once. Oh, and you might be needing this.
The orc throws you a strange metal object. It looks like this is the handle that can be inserted into the box under the goblin cage. Oh, nice. You thank the orc for this useful knowledge and decide to leave the room. You see paths leading north, south, and east. Let's go north. The purple flagstones continue until they hit a brick wall ahead and disappear underneath. The only option is to go back south. Let's go south this time. Archways continue down this corridor.
Back again, are you? Did you find that thing to get that contraption working to get me out of here?
Yeah, let's slot the winch handle into the slot and see what happens. Turning the winch, you can hear some kind of clunking mechanical noise coming from somewhere beneath your feet. The cage begins to drop down in a jerking motion, which makes the goblin jump up to its feet and grip the bars.
Crikey, you're doing it! Of all the times, had to be on my shift, didn't it?
The goblin shouts anxiously. Within a few minutes, the cage thuds down onto the floor and the sound echoes around the room. The goblin jumps out of the cage, gripping a crystal shard in one hand and a short sword in the other hand. I have to fight the goblin, apparently. That's some reward for getting him out of the cage. Goblin shift worker, and look at his skill! That is one fucking skilled goblin. Same skill as me. That's intense. Ooh, he can attack diagonal and then dodge back. Interesting. Ah, he dodged back. This guy's a rude little shit. I don't really want to clash with him, given his high skill. It's gonna be really hard to pin this little fucker down. He's gonna attack and dodge backwards. I need to move this way. Poison strike, come on. Oh. Did that move again. I don't want to clash with him, though. I don't know if I could clash if he attacks and dodges. Alright, fuck it, let's try it. dodged into me. I think he's gonna move here. Yes! Finally, I got him. I just need to hit him one more time. Let's try clashing. Oh, I'm rolling good. Apparently not good enough. I think he's gonna go here. I was wrong. I'm just gonna stand here and swing in one space until he fucking comes back over here. I can do this all day, asshole. He's like,
I could do this all day too!
he's gonna avoid my poison strike, but no, he didn't! Yes! What a dodgy little fucker. Alright, I beat him without taking damage, which makes me really happy. Gain 6 souls, you've defeated the goblin. You reach down and grab the crystal shard from the hand of the goblin. It is smeared in green blood. The goblin's eyes slowly open.
I did a good job, huh?
Then it closes them for a final time and breathes its last. You check around the room, but there is nothing else of interest in or around the cage. With your prize, you decide to leave. Exits lead in all directions. So I think I've been everywhere except for up these stairs and in this room with the crystal thing. So I think I've explored all the rest of the maze over that direction, to the north, east, and south. So I gotta go back west. Alright, crystal plinth. Let's do this. A small crystal plinth sparkles with an ethereal quality. It looks as though it holds 3 crystal rods inserted into circular slots, with one of these holes already filled. Do you have the other 2? Yes, I do. Insert them immediately. You slot the 2 crystals into the plinth. As they slide in, they emit a high-pitched sound, which almost sounds like the singing of one long, joyful note. Immediately, the strange crystalline structures that surround you also emit this note, and the archway begins to shake. You feel a strange throbbing in your skull, but something compels you to walk through. Climb the stairs. Okay, did we make it out of the maze? With a deep breath, you follow the steps and climb upwards. Soon enough, you reach the top of the stairs and find a solid oak door. It seems heavy and secure, yet to your surprise, the door is unlocked. Turning the handle, you give the heavy door a push and proceed to the next level of the maze. You enter a large square room. In the center of the room is a gray-haired old man sitting at desk. His desk is covered in paper and parchments of various sorts, and he holds a long quill pen. He is surrounded by books. Thousands of them line the shelves around the walls, from floor to ceiling, and you also notice a large wooden door in the far wall. As you enter, the old man looks up at you. Who are you? The old man continues to glare at you. As you... something.
Well, speak up! Cat people got your tongue!
Let's talk to the old man pleasantly. He's enraged by your pleasantries. Of course he is. That's a fucking diva move. He waves his hand in the air, mumbles a few strange syllables, and then points at you. You feel your head spinning. -5 luck? What? He walks over to you and beckons you to sit in a chair, explaining that he is the maze master in charge of the maze of Zagor. He then points his finger, and a book slips from the nearby shelf and floats onto the desk in front of him. You deduce that he is a wizard of some power. You ask him the way out of the maze.
The ending to your story is still to be decided, adventurer. There are many choices ahead,
He says.
Thus you must find this one scroll, known as the 400, and bring it to me. Only then is your fate decided.
The 400, huh? Suddenly the door opens. Just as you are about to enter, he runs over to you and hands you a human skull with a large red dot that looks like blood in the center of the forehead. You look at him quizzically. Yeah, you use your bardsmanship in raging the cave creatures, yes.
Trust me, you'll need this,
he says and beckons you to enter the doorway. Leave the room. I'm at a T-junction. Alright, let's go south. Sure would be nice to find a bench sometime. Just saying, game. The corridor abruptly ends, and you find yourself facing a large wooden door carved into the face of a vicious-looking demon. It has 5 large red dots painted in blood on the surface. Let's investigate the door. The door looks quite sturdy, but you could break it down if you were strong enough. There may be some other way of opening it, though. Oh, see, we used to have the bull amulet, but we gave it away to the air elementalist. If we hadn't given it away, we might be able to use it here. But, alright, we have a human skull with 1 red dot painted on it, which makes me think we need to go get 4 more dots on this skull before we can use it to open this door. You decide to keep wandering the mysterious passageways. The only exit leads north. We'll go north. We'll go east. You're at a cross junction. We'll go south. Corridor makes a sharp turn. We'll go east. Walls loom out of the darkness, and you follow the pathway. Halfway along, there is a large wooden door set into one of the walled sections. The door has been carved into the face of a vicious-looking demon which grins maniacally at you. It has a large red dot painted in blood. Let's investigate this door. The door looks quite sturdy, but you could break it down if you were strong enough. There may be some other way of opening it, though. Let's hold up the human skull with 1 dot painted on it. Alright, we're in. Holding up the skull to the door, it begins to glow an unearthly green color. The door also begins glowing, and the wood creaks as the face on the door begins to distort. In a burst of energy, the wood splinters, and you take cover as wood scatters across the room. The skull you were holding then crumbles to dust in your hand. Alright. You walk through the entrance and into a small room. In the far corner is a table, and resting on the top is another human skull. This one has 4 dots on its forehead. You have a strong feeling you will be needing this, so you stash it into your backpack. You decide to leave this small room and go back into the main room. East and west. Let's go east. Why so much crumbling? Apparently each of these skulls is like a key, and the number of dots on it opens a specific door with that number of dots, and I have to go around and find all of them to open all the different ones with different dots on them. Here we go east. Oh, bookshelf. A crooked bookshelf. Let's keep going east. The corridor abruptly ends, and you find yourself facing a large wooden door carved into the face of a vicious-looking demon. It has 3 large red dots painted in blood on the surface. Investigate it. Says the same thing. We can't open it right now. We're going to exit the room. We're going to go west. We're going to go north. Uh-oh. A pit of spikes. You walk into a room. In the center of the room is a deep pit filled with large wooden spikes. The only way to get across the chasm is to walk around the edges of the pit on either side. The passageway continues on the other side. Let's examine this pit. You get close to the edge of the pit and peer down below. You can see a number of bones and detritus strewn around at the bottom. As you take a step backwards, you think you see something out of the corner of your eye. Test your luck. Oh no, my luck is down to 5. Testing my luck is going to be terrible. Come on, roll low, roll low, roll low, roll low, roll low, roll low. That's not low! That's the opposite of low! Damn it! That's like in the fucking Lone Wolf books when I'm like, all I need to do is get a 1 or 2 to win, and I get a 0 and fucking fail the roll. Price is Right losing horn. Damn it. Damn it! I needed to roll low and I got an 11. I needed to roll low, and I got an 11. Dim light is playing tricks with your eyes. This place is obviously having an effect on your mind. You brush off the strange feeling. And my luck is down to 4 now. And the funny thing is, throughout my journey up to this point, I had like multiple times when I gained luck, like multiple luck points, but I didn't need it because my luck was already maxed. And now, I'm not gaining shit for luck, and my luck is terrible. Let's walk around the edge of the pit. I don't have a potion of fortune or anything, do I? No, I don't. Oh, good. Carefully, you walk around the edge of the pit. You are about halfway across when you hear the sounds of heavy stonework grinding together. All of a sudden, the block you were standing on lifts upwards with great speed. As you hurtle upwards, you hear a metallic noise and see a large spike descend from the roof. You slam into the spike before falling towards the pit. Oh, this is a horrible trap. -8 stamina! Oh! So much pain. I'm gonna run out of provisions, dude. This is not good. Flailing, you don't fall into the pit, but more like onto the pit. It was an illusion all along, and you find yourself on a hard surface which must be some kind of invisible barrier. You roll off and onto the area on the other side. You can now either continue or go whence you came. That's actually a pretty cool trap. You make an illusion of the pit in the middle of the room, and that's the only safe area to walk. And then the people walk on the sides and they trigger the real trap. That's actually pretty fucking clever. See, if I would have made that luck roll, I would have noticed that it was an illusion, and I would not have lost that 8 stamina. Damn. Alright, let's go north. This is going badly now. It's going badly. You're at a T-junction. I guess we'll keep going north. There's floating candelabras. T-junction. Sharp turn, west. E-junction, west. Candelabras and bookshelves, west. The corridor abruptly ends and you find yourself facing a large wooden door. Okay, it's another one of these doors with 6 dots, and I investigate and I can't break it down and I gotta leave. Okay, got it. South. Let's go east and see what's in between these two. E-junction. Let's go back west and go south. Let's go back west. Border makes a sharp turn. Let's go north. You step into a cozy looking room. In the center is a wooden rectangular table with 3 figures seated around it. There is also a large wooden dresser to your right and a sideboard to your left. At the far end of the room is a large painting that depicts a window, complete with curtains and a green lawn beyond. One of the seated figures appears to be telling a story, and he looks up at you, beckoning you over to sit in a chair. For some strange reason, you feel a compulsion to join these characters at the table. You walk over and take a seat. You enter a room with 5 wizards standing around a glowing yellow orb, performing arcane rituals. Wait, he's running a D&D game. Performing arcane rituals, the storyteller says. There is a small round table with assorted bottles on it, a set of stone steps leading into sinister darkness, and a large chasm in the far corner. Something deep in the chasm is causing it to glow. What do you do? This guy's running a D&D game in the maze.
I cast a grease spell on the steps.
One of the figures shouts enthusiastically.
You haven't got any grease spells left. Stop trying to cast grease.
I love this guy. He probably says he casts grease like every single room.
Now, what will you do? You can examine the table, climb the stairs, investigate the chasm, or leave the room.
Examine the table.
I want to look at the stuff on the round table.
One of the figures shouts. Oh, wait, one of the figures shouts that, not my character.
I want to look at the stuff on the round table.
One of the figures shouts. The storyteller speaks up again and looks towards you. There are 3 bottles on the round table. There's a tall, thin bottle, a short, round bottle, and a square bottle. Which one do you drink from? Oh no. Let's try the square bottle. Let's try the square bottle, one of the figures says to the storyteller. You pick up the strange square bottle and uncork it. The smell is unpleasant, and against your better judgment, you take a swig. Warmth spreads throughout your whole body, and you feel revitalized. Oh! Plus 10 stamina, now I wish I hadn't just used up 2 provisions. Well done, exclaims the storyteller. It seems you've discovered the wizard's healing potion. One of the figures sounds quite smug. Ha! See? I told you we should listen to me. This feels like some strange game they are playing. You conclude that it is unlikely ever to be popular, so you decide to leave before your luck runs out. The only exit leads south. I'll bet one of those potions would have restored my luck. I really wish I'd have picked that one. Alright, let's go south. Lots of guys playing D&D. That's fucking hilarious. Let's go east. Let's go south. Let's go east. Sharp turn, let's go north. Uh-oh, some kind of jester is here. You enter a small room that has corridors leading off from it in all directions. Sitting cross-legged in the middle of the chamber is a strange-looking character, dressed as a fool, but in a darker-styled version of a fool's costume. They stare at you, a mask with a permanent grin covering their face. Welcome to the heart of the maze. I am but a simple fool. They introduce themselves simply. You cautiously ask the fool what they are doing here. Mathos is my name, as you can see. To learn more from me, I'll need gold times 3. Alright, I'll give Mathos 3 gold pieces. 3 gold pieces! Boo! Penny pincher! Money grabber! Cheapskate! Their mood instantly changes as they snatch the coins from your hand with a laugh. I'll take it anyway! Minus 3 gold pieces. I hear that the mighty Zagor has a chest of wonders that requires many keys to open. These keys are wily and wander around Firetop Mountain of their own will. I hear that orcs regularly find them in their disgusting broth. I even heard that one orc lost a few teeth from biting one. Somehow he looks even uglier now. How does that even happen? Mathos returns back to their seated position and decides to sing a tune, ignoring you entirely. You decide to press on through this strange and surreal maze-like landscape. Exits lead south and north. I guess we'll go north. Didn't it say I could go all directions from there? Thought it said that. One of the figures convinces the others to pry out the rubies from a statue. Nice. E-junction. East. North. Oh. Here's the door. We have the 4. We have the key for this one. We have the skull for this one. Investigate the door. Alright. Cool. Let's hold up the human skull with 4 dots on it. Holding up the skull to the door, it begins to glow an unearthly green color. The door also begins glowing, and the wood creaks as the face on the door begins to distort. In a burst of energy, the wood splinters, and you take cover as wood scatters across the room. The skull you were holding then crumbles to dust in your hand. You walk through the entrance and into a small room. In the far corner is a table, and resting on the top is another human skull. This one has 3 dots on its forehead. You have a strong feeling you'll be needing this, so you stash it into your backpack. You decide to wander back into the passageway behind you. This way leads you back towards the south. Alright, where was the 3-dot door? West. I don't remember where the 3-dot door was. South. East. South. Here's the 2-dot door. Alright, we'll turn around. West. South. You walk back into the room with the pit, which you now know is an illusion. There is no way you want to attempt walking around the edge again. Passageway continues on the other side. Examine the pit. The spikes and objects in the pit seem to shimmer unnaturally. If you move your head fast enough, you can make out some kind of distortion, and for a brief moment, the depth of the pit feels like a flat painting. You were able to cross last time, so you should be able to cross again. Watch. Joe Deaver shit right here, as they make it so now the pit is not an illusion, right? The pit changed back. Tentatively walk across the pit. Sorry. Putting one foot in front of another, you walk across the pit. To your amazement, your feet seem to rest on an invisible barrier, and you are easily able to reach the other side. There is nothing else for you in this room. You can either continue or go whence you came. Passageways lead south and north. Keep going south. 3-dot door is over here, right? Here's the 3-dot door. Alright. Human skull with 3 dots painted on it. Go. Alright, this says the exact same thing as the last 2 doors. This says the exact same thing. Now we have the 2-dot skull. Where's the 2-dot? Did we just find the 2-dot door right up here? Oh shit, wrong way. Keep going north. Examine the pit, cross the pit, go north. Got 2 dots right here. East. South. 2-dot door, examine, hold up the skull. Says the same thing. Says the same thing. We just got the 6-dot door. 6-dot skull. The 6-dot is over in that corner somewhere, to the northwest of here. Well, at least there's not random encounters in this dungeon. That would suck. There's the 6-dot door. Alright. We will open up the 6-dot door and see what lies within. Probably the 5-dot skull, if I had to guess. We'll check it out in our next episode. That's going to do it for this one. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays The Warlock of Firetop Mountain.